They love their SEC gymnastics. In fact, look at how they were ranked nationally just coming into this season, Kathy.
A lot of it is it's a coach's poll, so they go on last year's results often. But it's showing respect to them, and we know the recruiting classes that they brought in. So everybody is excited. I'm sitting here, though, reminding myself, as Jenny Rowland said, this is week 2, okay? We're just starting, and so we have to understand there are going to be little mistakes along the way. You don't want to be 100% or perfect yet.
All right, but it's a huge opportunity for the Crimson Tide, no question. They were tied after 1. Alabama had a slight lead after 2. They've extended their lead with outstanding work on the floor and some subpar performances from Florida on both the bars and the beam. So Alabama warming up on the beam. They will have to be impressive there, and Florida going to a superb event, the one they're currently ranked #1 in the country on, and that, of course, is the floor. So Florida trails by 0.35, which is a fairly big margin in collegiate gymnastics, Kathy.
Great opportunity for Alabama here, and I don't just mean to beat Florida. It is an opportunity to go to beam and manage your emotions, because there's no way they're not flying high right now. They've done so well so far, and now they have to control those emotions, that energy, and focus it for balance beam.
Ella Burgess gets the lead-off call. She was out all last year because of an Achilles injury. Last week had a 9.85 in their opener against Oklahoma, and there's a huge moment for this young lady.
She does lovely work on beam. Her acrobatic series is slightly different. A lot of the gymnasts do the back handspring, layout, step out. She will do the same thing, but with only one arm on the back handspring. So one arm back handspring right here. To the layout, step out. Very solid. Their head coach was a 2-time national champion on this event. This is her baby. This is an event that she takes a lot of pride in with her gymnasts. We're seeing so much more performance on balance beam. It's not just about the difficult skills. There's her leap series, the switch leap into the beat jump.
Cannot emphasize enough the key role that leadoff performer has.
And she did her job.
Oh, yes. Here's a young lady that sat out all last year, and she steps up for the Crimson Tide under enormous pressure here in Gainesville.
Really kept her cool from start to finish. I love the way she smiled through the routine. Not only is that relaxing to the athlete, because that is choreographed into the routine, but it just expresses the confidence that she has in that position.
Megan Skaggs, all 3 scores today so far, 9.875s on vault, bars, and beam, having an outstanding all-around performance. And look at her score last week at a 9.95.
This is a great routine. The choreography, the music. Opens with a double rope turn, very difficult. Now see the tape on her ankle. She has fragile ankles. They've been through a lot. So she's going to do a 2-pass routine. And hope for utter perfection to give no deduction.
Oh, nice.
Rudy to a double stab. Gorgeous shape in the air.
Florida needs to be superb here if they're going to get the win here at home. Remember, Alabama leads by 0.35, which is a fairly substantial lead in women's collegiate gymnastics.
There's where she really elevates herself, pun intended, above the rest. Amplitude on the leap, position in the leap. Just perfect position, that shape in the layout. Very difficult to find any deductions in that routine. So well performed. That's what you call full out. When someone dances a performance full out, the energy is there. The precision, though, is also there. So the combination of the amplitude, the lift off the floor, the shaping in the air of these skills, and the performance quality.
Makari Goyette now for Alabama, coming after Ella Burgess, had a 9.775. Her scores today so far, a 9.925 on bars and a 9.875 on vault.
Now this is a gymnast who thrives under pressure. That's what you want in this position. She hit last week. I know that Dana would like to see a more confident rhythm throughout the routine. Oh, just a slight balance correction there. So all the deductions in beam, they're all on a spectrum. Imagine up to 1 to 2 tenths for a slight balance breaks or an incorrect position.
Kathy, I'm always interested how the beam workers find the balance between aggressiveness and calm and make it work.
Well, there's the rub. It's a challenge that we're all up to, and finding it, because it's a personal thing too. But it's always my feeling is every skill in beam has a start, a follow through, and a finish, and you need to really commit to all of it. Finish strong, even when it feels slightly off. You can make those minor corrections. Oh, just a step on the landing. So a couple little things in that routine. They were little, but they do add up.
Some pressure now on the freshman, Sloan Blakely. She got a 9.9 last week. But that's what Megan Skaggs got in the lead-off position. Florida hot on floor and putting the pressure back on Alabama, who has to get through beam as the visiting team here in the last rotation.
Now this first pass will have a different look to it for those of you who don't follow gymnastics. This is a double Arabian. She's going to do a half turn into a double front. Line landing, stepped out of bounds, saw that flag go up, so that's a temptable point. Nice position on that ring and the split position. A little tighter, a little more pointed toes would make it absolutely perfect. Double back, nice control. That's the moment, the big smile happened in her first meet of the season. We look forward to doing her gator chomp.
Pulled the whole crowd in on that one, didn't she?
1.5 to front back. A little arching, had to work to get that around. Just slight deduction probably there. Nice strong finish, love the pose there. So exciting difficulty in that routine. That first pass, the double Arabian, that's an E pass. Watch out of the back handspring. Half turn in the air and then the double front. Blind landing, meaning you can't see the floor before you land. And wait for it.
I guarantee you nearly 9,000 people in the O-Dome did that along with her. Now, Shallon Olsen, third up for Alabama, who is yet to score a 9.8 on beam in this final rotation. Remember, they had a very slight lead coming into this.
Like all of her routines, she has, again, a bag of tricks to choose from. A lot of difficulty from competing elite, from competing for Canada at the Olympic Games. She has worked really hard on trying to clean up everything in her gymnastics, because in elite, you rely so heavily on just throwing a lot of difficulty. acrobatic series is back handspring layout, just a slight arm swing to correct her balance. As I talked about, the deduction is kind of on a spectrum. So if it's a minor balance correction, it may get a half a tenth. A major balance fault would be up to 0.3 of a point off. Solid on her front aerial. And they've changed her dismount. She can do a pike double back like nobody's business, but she's doing a double twist here and got the landing. Good for her.
Out of a standing back handspring step in, that takes a lot of power.
Nobody can flip faster, quicker, or lower if she has to. Like you think, oh no, there's no way that she can get that around, and she just pulls everything around. Fun to watch.
All right, she gets a couple of positive notes there from head coach Dana Duckworth, hoping that Alabama can hang on. Now, Florida has a bit of a challenge after Megan Skaggs led them off with a 9-9. Sloan Blakely, a 9-7-2-5. But the final 4 floor routines for Florida are just absolutely sublime.
So Alyssa Bauman has a choice this season. She can do a 3-pass routine or a 2-pass routine. They opted for the 2-pass routine this early in the season. She scored huge with it, 9.975 last week. Opens with back 1.5 twist to a front full. That's a more difficult combination pass when you twist on both elements, not just one.
See, the score just came in for Shalyn Olson for Alabama on beam. It's a 9-8.
Watch these leaps. She puts on a master class. How to leap and hit the perfect shape in the air. Much more dramatic music this year. She'll finish with a double back. Needs a perfect landing here to help Florida. Oh! Bounced forward on that pike double back.
Oh, she was trying so hard to stick it.
That landing might have hurt just a little bit. I can't tell if that's...
Super Tuesday on ESPN. Kansas is in Norman to take on Oklahoma at 7 Eastern. Then 9 p.m. Duke squares off against Florida State. Also available on the ESPN app.
I am not sure if that was disappointment or if that landing hurt a little.
There's Lily Hudson, freshman in her debut competition meet. Shalyn Olson before her, a 9-8, so that's the first 9-8 for Alabama over there. Florida, a couple of missed opportunities on floor. Remember, Alabama has the lead, and they have to stay on the beam to win it here. Nice
how she kept those arms moving out of the front aerial into the back handspring layout, so she'll get credit for that 3-element series. Does lovely work on beam. I see a little bit of nerves, just a little bit, but first meet on beam. Nice high toe.
Nice.
Back 1.5 twist, and the smile says it all. That's one to be happy with.
Oh, did they need it here in this pressure-packed situation?
She's going to be a pleasure to watch in college. Such clean gymnastics, excellent performance, and the joy, you can feel it. She's so happy. Wonderful.
Dana Duckworth says she's going to remind us a little bit of Sarah Finnegan, the great LSU gymnast and many-time All-American who was exquisite with her form and execution as well. Huge moment here for Leanne Wong, because after Blakely had a 9.725, Bauman only a 9.75. They need a big score right now.
Elegant as can be, and watch this. Triple twist.
Oh my.
That is gorgeous. That's beautiful. Effortless. And yet so difficult.
Reminiscent of Alex McMurtry, the great Florida Gator who did a superb triple twist herself. Wow.
I mean, I could have walked underneath that.
You're not that tall, Kathy. Yeah,
Set
it was
myself up.
incredible.
With a half front full, dances right out of it. She chose this music, Titanium, because that's what she feels like she was made of and could take anything. And she had, what a year she had in gymnastics. Silver in the all-around at the World Championship, silver on this event. High, pike double back, just glorious control. Wow. Oh, that is just beautiful. Just exquisite expression, the elegance. It's so nice to see, because a lot of this isn't the typical college routine in terms of music and dance and all. And it's a breath of fresh air. I love all the routines. Don't get me wrong, but it's nice. Look at this.
Oh my.
Yeah, you tell me that you and I couldn't walk under that.
Yeah, incredible.
That's so difficult.
Luisa Blanco is the reigning NCAA beam champion. She's not up right now. She's going to come up right after Lily Hudson. But she told me her goal was artistry, and she's actually helping all of the girls on the team with their poses, with their artistry, and expressing themselves.
Thank you, Sam. This is Maddie Welagora. Hudson's score came in a 9.875, the best for the Crimson Tide in her debut beam performance in college.
Handspring layout, step out, just a little balance check. When you lift the leg off the beam to correct your balance, it's a more substantial deduction than an arm correction. Look how aggressive she just attacked that next skill after the balance break. Split jump into a tough full jump.
So the score just came in for Leanne Wong from Florida, a 9.925 over there.
Okay, strong routine, but those little deductions, they do add up. You're feeling the nerves, the excitement. As I said, what they had to do was be able to control those emotions, channel those emotions into just real calm aggression.
And so far, it's been good enough to keep Alabama in the lead. Florida, a couple of subpar scores there from Blakely and Bauman, so they need big hits from Nia Reed and Trinity Thomas, who will be their two final floor routines. And this is the kind of routine Nia Reed does that could just bring the house down, Kathy.
I watched her in practice yesterday do dance through after dance through, just trying to perfect every little piece in this choreography. Enjoy.
Just a 5th sellout in gymnastics history here. What a treat from Nia Reed.
That was a really well done double layout. This is a front layout to a 1.5 twist. Notice how she really attaches that foot to the floor, does not let it move as she goes into the lunge. I think Coach was happy there on the sidelines.
Adrian Bourdet, the passionate one on that coaching staff, thrilled with that. Okay, now Alabama with 3 scores below 9-8 coming into this final rotation on the beam. So a huge moment here for Luisa Blanco. And it looks like the score comes in now. It's a perfect 10 for Nia Reed. They're going crazy here in the O-Dome, and Luisa Blanco, the NCAA beam champion, has to keep her composure right now.
And if anyone can do it, it's Luisa. And I'm sorry that this crowd is missing a gorgeous routine, but I don't blame them.
Wow.
Luisa is getting the job done. Just look at the details of this routine. Her beautiful feet, toe point, high releve, just a picture of perfection. She shows off flexibility, great beam posture. I haven't talked about that yet, but her beam posture, so stretched up tall. And when she goes up on high toe, I mean, she's almost on point, like a ballerina.
Teams are almost deadlocked here coming into this final landing for Luisa Blanco in Alabama.
Round off, double twist, the harder one to stick, and she does it.
My.
Wow. Oh my gosh. Oh, look at this. What a moment for this gymnast. She worked so hard for this. Well deserved.
Oh, how fun. A perfect 10 in her career in front of a sellout crowd on national television for senior Nia Reed. And guess what? Could it get even better? Well, Trinity Thomas, she knows something about perfect 10s. She scored them on the floor before. The score just came in for Luisa Blanco on beam for Alabama, a huge 9.95. So we will give you the score here in a moment. That Trinity Thomas needs to win this meet at home. A 9.95 right now for Florida will win it.
And I think this is my favorite Trinity Thomas routine. I really enjoyed watching her practice. Watch her double layout. It is unmatched. It rises and continues to rise on the second somersault. Nobody does it better than her. Absolute perfect control on the middle pass. Some of the best leaps and jumps in the country, the amplitude, the position, the trademark split over the shoulder.
You see, she needs a 9.95 to win it for the Gators right here. 3 times she scored perfect 10s on this event. Here it comes.
High double back. Gorgeous amplitude. Oh my God, she fought for the lunge and got it. Wow. Double wow. This was a crazy good meet. Okay, even before these scores determine the outcome, this was a crazy good meet. It had the ups, the downs. Meet 2 of the season. NCAA Gymnastics is lit. It's going to be amazing.
9.95 or better wins it all for the Gators here. You have almost 9,000 people in the O-Dome that think she got that easily. She's coming after Nia Reed's perfect 10, the first of her career. And Luisa Blanco was superb for Alabama in her final rotation there, 9.95. But there it is. A 10, her fourth in her career on the floor, and that will win it today. For the Gators at home in front of a delighted crowd.
What a moment for these two seniors. They've worked hard. Trinity's come back from injury from last season. Nia has wanted that 10 on floor forever. Beautiful moment. Oh. And their adopted Bailey, the honorary team member, watching. Look at this. Okay, nobody does that double layout any better. You seldom see a gymnast actually continue to rise into the second somersault. Watch the control here right into the sisson. And watch right here. She has muscles in her teeth. She has muscles in her toes as she attached that toe to the floor so it didn't slide back as she went into the lunge.
What an incredible day here in Gainesville. Two perfect 10s to seal the deal for the Gators in front of a home crowd that was delighted. Let's take a look once again at those perfect scores. First one of the season, Friday night on the SEC Network. Women's collegiate gymnastics is on fire. And we're going to have 37 competitions live on the ESPN family of networks. At 6 next Friday, it's Florida, Georgia. And then at 7:30, it's Kentucky, Alabama. And then it's Arkansas at LSU. 4.5 hours of exciting NCAA gymnastics live. What a thrilling finish for the Florida Gators. Let's get down to Sam Pescic. She's with Nia Reed, who scored her first perfect 10 today.
Nia Reed, huge perfect 10 when the team needed it the most. What was going through your head when you saluted?
I just, I do everything for my team, so I'm just thinking about, everything that I can do, remembering that I do this every single day, and it's nothing different. Just to go out there and just extremely have fun and just do it for my team. That was definitely my mindset.
When that score popped up, you got really emotional. Why was that moment so special to you?
I always say going in the gym, I'm like, I want to do everything I can to get on that board. I just see so many amazing gymnasts that came before me at this gym, and I just want to keep that legacy up. And I just been working extremely hard. We keep getting 99.75, so it just makes you edge on and keep going. So I just wanted it really bad.
Great job tonight. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Go Gators.
All right, here is the meet summary. Florida Gators came back to win. They were down 0.35 going into the last rotation, capped off by those two perfect 10s by Thomas and Reed. Trinity Thomas at 10 on vault and floor. She has achieved 12th Gym Slam in NCAA history. It's the second time with two 10s in a meet for Trinity. Megan Skaggs wins the all-around, and boy, she was also the glue that held this together today, Kathy.
Absolutely. Wonderful to see all the way around. And I cannot overemphasize how great Alabama was in this competition. It looked like they were headed there. Finishing on beam is always tough, but they still hit under pressure. Just minor little bitty mistakes, but those will improve throughout the season. So they were really, really good and a huge improvement from last week.
Great point, and that's what Dana Duckworth was looking for Alabama was aggressiveness start to finish, and the Crimson Tide delivered. It took all that the Florida Gators had to pull this win out.
And Florida actually has some work to do because they had some performances, they had some issues, so they're going to have to go back to the gym and try to tidy those up. They just came up big with those few routines, and that just put them over the top.
We said at the top of the show, this is the first time a regular season dual meet on ABC, Kathy, and I'm thrilled to say that this one did not disappoint.
All of these athletes were so excited. They stepped up. They rose to this occasion because everybody knows the importance of getting this kind of exposure for this sport. This is going to be the best year in NCAA women's gymnastics, and it's only just begun.
With on to Sam Pesek. She's with Trinity Thomas.
Trinity Thomas, 2 perfect 10s in one night. What does this mean to you?
This means the world to me. I've been working so hard, me and my team, and literally it's not just me. It's God, it's me, it's my team, it's my family, so everybody behind me, I just want to thank them. I'm so blessed and I'm so excited. Thank you so much.
Your team fought till the very end to win this meet. How do you bring this momentum into next week?
Yes, our team will fight to the end, no matter what. We knew we were behind, and that's okay. We knew we were making mistakes, and that's okay. You keep fighting to the end. That's what we push, and that's what we did, and we came out with a win tonight.
Amazing, amazing night. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Well, the Florida Gators did not disappoint. A sellout crowd, and they were on their feet from start to finish. What a way to kick off the 2022 NCAA gymnastics season. We'll be back to wrap this one up after this.